Ice is on.
What is up, Captains? We are live. Welcome back to a brand new Gary's Mod live stream. It's about to be lit. We're about to have a wonderful time. Thank you guys so much for all the support coming in. And look at the new overlay. Isn't it beautiful? I mean, it's dumb lit, basically. I did have to, the donation thing, I didn't have time to actually get that added into my overlay and all that. So currently that's what it's going to look like. But it's not going to be like that.
Don't try this yourself. It's extremely dangerous.
What if I go stronger? What if I get higher? What if I start doing things I know I will regret? I will make my own way, I will not surrender. I will do my best until I get put under. What if I go stronger? What if I go stronger?
Thank you. Which one? Wait, huh? So I'm eating and playing at the same time, so sorry. So I can multitask. Sorry guys, I'm just that so quickly. It's kind of upset my tummy. Upset me a bit. Oh man.
Look how my mind plays.
Little bit of fame, little bit of hate, little bit of change. Watch the craze, keep it sane, don't fade away.
Look how
It's up saying downloading model slash rada slash rada. A lot of you don't know how to do that. It's a little more complicated, requires a lot more time and effort than the workshop one, but it's more rewarding. First, you need to have a host set up server, like off a hosting company. Siren Tech is the one that I use. They have very low prices, $1.80 a slot for Garry's Mod servers, and very reliable servers, hardly ever go down, never noticed it. Once you're there, you need to go to the TC admin page of your server, I guess you could say, and then game services. You should hopefully have these buttons here. Not everyone will have this button here, but hopefully your host, I think it's probably about half of the hosts do, 1 in 3 maybe, have this fast download sync button here, and it is very helpful. It saves you time uploading, etc. So if you've got a good host, they will have that. Now, you need an add-on that you're willing to add to your server, such as, I just got this random example here, CSS Weapons, Counter-Strike Source. You have maybe a lure, materials, models, and sounds folder. You may not have a sound folder, it just depends. Now the lure folder, you're going to ignore that. You will drag this into your add-ons folder like normal, through the file transfer. I use FileZilla, very reliable program. So you're going to add-ons folder, override files if needed, but usually you won't have to. So now that you've got all your materials like this will have all your entities and the models of the weapons. Right, once you've got that set up, you will need to go to your lure folder, which should be located in the main directory.
drink.
Peggy 16.
Round one. Fight. And that's real. KO. KO. Round three. You win.
Hi, and welcome to our instructional video on how to win on slot machines. My name is Steve. I'll give you some background information on me and why I know so much about slot machines. I've been to Las Vegas to visit the facility where where the Nevada Gaming Control Board tested slot machines, and I interviewed the manager of that department. I've also been to Atlantic City, where I visited the facility that tests slot machines for the New Jersey Casino Control Commission, and I interviewed the director of its Division of Gaming Enforcement. Actually, I wrote a story about my visit to those two places, and you can read it on my website at AmericanCasinoGuide.com, or just go to Google and type in the phrase, "Are slot machines honest?" and I'm sure you'll see it pop up as number 1 or 2 in the search results. I've also visited the headquarters of Gaming Labs International, which is the world's largest independent laboratory for testing electronic gaming machines, and I interviewed its director of operations about the company's procedures. I've also gone to Reno, Nevada, where I took a private tour of the headquarters of International Gaming Technology, which is the world's largest manufacturer of slot machines. Plus, while I was there, I interviewed the company's chief software engineer. Finally, I've interviewed slot managers at major casinos in Las Vegas, Reno, Atlantic City, and elsewhere in the U.S. about how they decide which machines to put on their floor and what kind of payout percentages those machines should have. So, are you all ready to get started? Good, let's begin. The first thing we need to talk about is how slot machines work. Every machine has a computer chip inside it called a random number generator, or RNG, and that chip is making mathematical calculations very quickly, about 1,000 times a second, to determine which combination of symbols should appear in the reels. Then, when you push the spin button or pull the handle, that causes the chip to stop at that exact instant and choose a combination to display on the reels. This means when you see the reels spinning, the actual result of what will appear on those pay lines has already been chosen by the RNG. So in reality, a slot machine wouldn't even need the spinning reels to show you whether you won or lost, but it's certainly a lot more exciting to see those spinning reels. When a casino orders a slot machine, the manufacturer will have a choice of computer chips to put into the machine which control the percentage of how much that machine is set to pay back to the public. The range of the payouts on these chips will vary depending on the machine and the manufacturer, but it's usually pretty standard in the industry to offer chips paying out from a low of about 85% to a high of about 98%. So how do the casinos decide which machine should pay back around 85% and which one should pay back around 98%? The answer is that it's done by denomination. The higher the denomination of the machine, the more it's set to pay back. If you play a penny machine, you can be pretty sure that it's set on the low end of the scale to pay back around 87 to 90%. And if you play a $25 machine, the payback on that machine is going to be on the high end, around 95 to 98%. If you want proof of this, all you need to do is look at the public record of each state's gaming statistics. We check with gaming regulators in every state each year to find out what the machines actually paid back to the public, and we post all of that information on our website. Just go to AmericanCasinoGuide.com and click on the link that says Slot Payback Info. That will bring up a list of states, and you can just click on the state that you're interested in to see what the machines paid. For Nevada, you can also get information on a particular city, and if you look at Las Vegas, you can see that the penny slots returned around 88%, while the $25 slots returned around 96%. Okay, so now you know how a slot machine works, and you know how casinos decide what they should pay back to the public. But the big question is, how do you win on a slot machine? Well, the answer to that is very simple. You get lucky. Keep in mind that the slot machine is basically just a computer that is programmed to randomly pay out less money than it takes in. And unlike video poker, where there is a skill involved in how you play your cards, there's no skill involved with a slot machine. It's all luck. Therefore, when you play a slot machine, you are hoping that you can get lucky and stop that random number generator on a winning combination. So, if you ever see an ad for someone selling a system to beat slot machines, don't believe it. There is no system for winning on slot machines. And if there was a winning system, don't you think someone would keep that information to themselves rather than sell it to you for $10 or $15? Now, let's address some common questions that people have about slot machines.
Are slot machines set to pay out at set intervals or once they've collected a certain amount of money?
No. The outcome of each play on the machine is completely random, and there is no predetermined point at which a machine is set to pay out.
If a $1 slot has a chip inside that is set to pay back at a rate of 93%, does this mean that if I put $100 through that machine, I'll have $93 left when I'm done?
No, the 93% is a long-term number and actually represents the results after several million pulls in that machine. Some days the casino will lose money in that machine, but on most days it will make money. And the longer the machine is played, the more likely the result will be that the machine will have an average payout of 93%.
If I play a slot machine and it's not paying out, does that mean it's due to hit soon?
No, every play in a slot machine is an independent event, which means that its past performance can't be used to determine its future performance.
If I play a slot machine and win a jackpot, will that machine stop paying out to make up for the jackpot I won?
No, every time you play a slot machine, the odds remain constant as to whether or not you will win. If the odds were 20,000 to 1 for you to win a jackpot, and you were lucky enough to win it, the odds would still be 20,000 to 1 for you to win another jackpot on the very next spin.
Do casinos change the payback percentages on a slot machine at the flip of a switch? Or can they loosen machines during the week and then tighten them up on the weekend?
No. Once the payback percentage chips are set by the casino, they are rarely changed. In order to change the payback percentage, a casino technician would have to physically go into each machine and replace the chip. This is an expensive and time-consuming process, so it's rarely done. Now, I need to mention that there is a new technology called server-based gaming, where the payback percentage could be changed by the flip of a switch on a central computer. But it's very new, it's very expensive, and only a handful of casinos have it, and only on some of their machines. Also, the gaming regulations for these machines would not allow any changes to be made while someone was actively playing a game.
Do slot manufacturers purposely program a near-miss feature into their slots to make it seem like you almost won a jackpot?
Well, before I answer that, let me first explain what a near miss is on a slot machine. That would occur when the random number generator knows that the player's spin will be a loser, and the machine is then programmed to show you two winning combinations directly on the pay line, with the third combination appearing just above or below the pay line. This would make you think you almost won and possibly encourage you to play more on that machine. Actually, there was a story on this subject many years ago on the ABC News program 2020. I wrote about it, and as I mentioned before, you can read that story on my website, or just go to Google and type in the phrase "Are slot machines honest?" and you'll see it pop up in the search results. But the answer to this question is no. Nevada gaming regulations do not allow a manufacturer to purposely program a near-miss feature into a slot machine, and any manufacturer licensed in Nevada would not be able to do that in any other state.
Suppose I play a machine for 30 minutes, and as I'm leaving, someone sits at my machine and they hit a jackpot. Would I have won that jackpot if I had stayed at that machine?
No, the random number generator is cycling through various combinations at about 1,000 times a second. In order for you to have won that same jackpot, you would have had to push that button at the exact same microsecond that the other person did, and it would be virtually impossible for that to happen.
Do casinos really put looser machines by the entrance doors or on the aisles?
No. Like I said before, the payback percentages on slot machines are fairly constant within a particular denomination. This means you won't find some penny machines set at an 89% payback in one area of the casino and 98% in another area. They are all set to pay back within about a 1% range of each other.
When I get to a bonus round on a video slot and I have to choose from various symbols to determine my bonus, does it really matter which symbols I choose, or is it all predetermined?
Yes, it really matters which bonus round symbols you choose. The machine does not predetermine the outcome, and it's up to you to keep choosing winning symbols until you pick the losing symbol that ends your bonus round. So there you have it. Hopefully I've answered most of your questions about slot machines, and you'll be a little more knowledgeable the next time you sit down to play your favorite machine. Don't forget that you can get more information on slot machines, as well as all other casino games, on our website at AmericanCasinoGuide.com. Also, if you have any questions, you can post them on the discussion forum at our website, and I'd be glad to answer them for you. Thanks for watching, and best wishes for good luck on your next visit to the casino.
Oh my god, I've completely forgot.
Can't afford it. What a buzzkill. You don't.